Ladies and gentlemen, Grapple Kings presents 10-minute rounds of action and is sponsored by Ground Game. Introducing your first fighter onto the mat in the red corner, Filip Grundy. And now would you please welcome his opponent to the blue corner, Henry Fadipe.
Welcome back there. Me and Andrew just having a quick catch up on some of my recent competition performances. A slight disagreement there, but glad that we cleared things up.
Yeah, well, it was years ago. It wasn't recent. For the
It's the
record,
same
I
with
was
most of my successes.
convinced Chris won.
Ah, excuse me.
You had two matches.
Yes,
you did.
yes,
The
yes,
one
yes, yes, yes.
that I was recording at the side, making the nice little clips.
Yeah,
You
no,
and Ryan, match of the night.
I actually did. I did win, but it was a decision, and it could have went either way. To be honest, I remember less of that. We need to give these lads the
absolutely
attention that they deserve.
We'll get back to it in a minute, but Henry Fadipe wowing the crowd with an initial Imanari roll attempt.
Whether you actually make it onto the leg or not with those things, it certainly sets a tone. And if you're on the receiving end of one of those and you're not the most dexterous or quick, you're not the most spinny aroundy type of grappler, something like that can really rustle you,
Throw you off, throw you for six.
Exactly. Nice sprawl there though. Really met him on that shot very well and did well to get back up onto his feet and keep the hips back. Beautiful little foot sweep there. Forgive me, absolutely no clue what the traditional name is for any of those type of takedowns.
Yeah, would you call it it is a foot sweep?
There's definitely
Is it a lateral drop?
There's definitely some type of Japanese name for that, and he converts into a lovely back take there.
I tell you what, Henry has been brilliant at being able it's a skill that people either have or they don't have. You were talking earlier on about people being able to chain their guard passing side to side. What I think is a harder thing for people to develop is being able to level change high and low and being able to go through both of them. And you saw him try wrestle up from his knees and that situation, and he was worrying upper body there and then just went for the trip.
Here's that body triangle with the feet down that we kind of talked about earlier on. Removes Henry's, not that he seems too fussed about it, but removes his ability to use his left leg as a trap in the now. Looks like he just opts to tighten that up, which is probably a good strategic call, but he does have the option now on this side to use that left heel to trap the left arm, and then maybe look for really underutilized submission, I think, from the back is that reverse triangle when you trap the arm going up above. Irish grappling legend.
Senkaku.
yeah.
Irish grappling legend, go on.
Sam McNally.
Likes one, does he?
Loves one. Don't get the chance to train with Sam as much as I used to back in the day, but I've certainly eaten a lot of them off him over the years. But having said that, I've also ate plenty of body triangles, and it is a super tough position to get to. And I think, just as I'm going to interrupt myself here, do I see
Crimson Mask?
Do I see a little bit of blood here
on Filip Grundy's head?
A mouse? Is that what we call it in the business? Do I see
a mouse is a bit of a bruising, I believe. Stefan could give us a thumbs up here. Yeah, a mouse is that.
Well, guys, look, I know, but I was hoping for a bit of a yes and there instead of
Here we go. Filip has done a really good job of being able to withstand the initial bite of the rear naked and then turn himself out of the position.
You can only turn so far with it. Now, in saying that, right now, Henry's kind of more around to the right side. This is Filip's best chance.
Close guard here now.
Best chance. I think he needs to get off his knees, though. He's not going to be able to make a we kind of almost need to think about him like a hula hoop here and kind of spin him around in front of our body. Henry's got long legs as well, which is, one, makes it easy for him to lock the body triangle, but two, does give, we can see daylight through that body triangle there.
Yeah.
I'm looking at his top knee, and this is the little bit of space that the worst body triangle to be in is someone short, stocky legs who can barely lock it around you, but when they lock it, feels
It's
like
tight.
you're going to
Yeah, absolutely.
empty your bowels.
A little bit, a great decision from Paul Brown not to stop that a little bit earlier, because it just seemed to be a small nick and it's not a lot of.
Knows his way around a shaved head as well, Paul,
He
so
does.
the right man for the job there. Takes a quick bird's eye view of the grappling surface here, decides that all is clean, ready to go. Filip presents the waist.
Oh, look at that! You even get the chance to like just put it back in a little bit tighter, do you know?
Yeah. If anyone's playing Grapple Kings bingo at home, this is yet another body triangle that you can cross off your list. It's been utilised well this evening.
You are still waiting on a buggy choke.
I need to see a boogie.
I'd like to see an inside arm drag to folding single leg. You know, like that.
Yeah, that's the box of quality street of jiu-jitsu moves. It's so good, but it's like, come on.
We see it all the
I
time.
know you like one, Andrew,
Yeah.
but like, come on. You want a box of miniature heroes, you know?
A box of Ferrero Rocher is my
Very
kryptonite,
bougie,
but
very
let's
bougie.
see.
Do you have the Tony's Chocolonely in Dundalk?
The what?
Tony's Chocolonely, obviously not. Stefan's looking at me here, he knows what I'm talking about.
What's that mean?
That's for another day. Henry looks very strong here, and Filip, I think, can sense that, wants to keep his weight squatted low to avoid any potential lifts from Henry.
Same again with Henry being able to just change from top to bottom. It was really strong. We can see the words champ on the back of yes. Oh no.
Andrew obviously thrilled there at the potential chance of an
overhead
injury.
sweep. An overhead sweep into the garden.
Well, that's also on my bingo scorecard. I would like to see a boogie choke, and perhaps a panicked rearranging of the announcers table here as
us pulling the gear back.
Yeah. Nice elbow push there from Filip. Old Marcelo Garcia technique there, the elbow push. Any fans of MG in action watching this at home? Not sure if that's even still a website.
MG in action.
MG in action.
Yeah, it
one
is.
of the first online training resources, and certainly the.
Inspired by who? Trivia time.
Oh, what's his name? Not just inspired by.
Demanded it be created by.
And curated by Josh Waitskin.
Correct.
Former chess champion and author of the, you thought you had me, author of the book, The Art of Learning, available from all good retailers in store and online. Henry here could do with beating this knee shield on the top. Filip doing well to keep his, I like when we use that knee shield, we want to try to keep our head back and keep our arms long, and he's certainly using it well to create distance.
Here, yeah.
I think he's thinking about this far arm though. Yes, he was looking for that Kimura, maybe attack that we've seen all too frequently this evening.
Filip has been fantastic in getting himself out from certain positions that are seemed like stalemates, and then where Henry has been very good is reacting to them and then instigating it in a separate way. And I think in terms of looking for a choke from within inside the guard there without passing, he does have long arms, but you're going to be waiting a while for that. I'd like to see another takedown here from Henry if it's going with about 2 minutes left.
I think something that the MMA fighters do so well, probably not to the. It probably doesn't help from the fans and the viewers' perspective, but is get ahead and stay ahead. You know. Again, the commentator's curse here as Filip looks to be isolating an arm, but I wonder as Henry's kind of lack of urgency over the last maybe 2-3 minute period of the fight. I wonder had he felt that he'd kind of done enough to maybe get the decision here.
I was wondering if Henry was just getting a little bit tired there towards the end. It seems like he took a bit of a breather, but seems to be a little bit more active now.
10 minutes is a long round,
and just add into the fact that like you're aware that people are watching you, you're at a venue, the room is so quiet, you know, all legitimate reasons for making you feel a little bit more tired, or making you more tired. He has the wrist pinned here with the right hand.
I wonder will he dive over the top here.
I think he's going to. If Henry comes back up.
A little bit of Eddie Bravo twister side control here. Lovely back take. Needs to make this count though. What's on the clock, Andrew?
It's less than a minute. I know we've had resets, so our clock here just might be a little bit different.
Looks like he's going to slip off the top here. It does well to adjust.
Yeah. Fine, Paul Bryan, I'm calling a stall to the action immediately and moving it in because no need.
Great read there from the ever-present Paul Bryan.
Oh, great sprawl.
Yeah.
2 great sprawls from
Beautiful.
Henry Fadipe
Yep.
so far.
Sprawl of the night?
Sprawl of the night.
Sprawl
easily.
of the night.
Yeah. One of 2 sprawls, which have happened in the same match.
Yeah. One from each man. A defensive wrestler's dream, this match here. Attempt to scoop underneath the hips there from Filip.
Oh, he has the grip. Go for it. Big bridge. Big bridge. You won't.
Harsh mistress. A harsh mistress. Great scrap there.
Live by the sword.
Yeah, certainly
Dive
a
by
great
the
effort
sword.
from both the lads. Filip did well there. It looked like, especially with the initial takedowns, it looked like he was going to have a tough few minutes on his hands, but did very well to weather the storm.
Henry's initial storm, and I feel like Henry was very explosive at the start, and like Filip seemed to get into a couple of better positions towards the end of the match, but it won't take over from what Henry did for the first 6 or so minutes of the match.
That's what I was going to say. It looks to be a quick decision from the judges there. Let's see which way this goes.
10 minutes of action. We go to the judges' scorecards. For your winner by unanimous decision, Henry Fadipe.